welcome back to the channel. Last we left off, I got completely destroyed by Ultima, but we made it through, and that's the only thing that matters, is I won. But now we're heading pretty much in the final hours of the game, and all I have to do for today is talk to Otto. That should open up more things, like maybe a side quest or so, and I'll probably end up doing that before moving on. But yeah, until then, that's kind of the only game plan I have right now. It's gotten so close to the end. This game is almost finished, and yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out what I'm gonna do for the next video, or for the next series, I should say. Now, with that said, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to see more, and let's continue with Final Fantasy 16. Okay, now let's see. Otto. I gotta talk to Otto. I'm hoping this actually pushes it forward story-wise. That way I can maybe get a couple hunts in, because I think there should be some hunts left. Not very many, but a couple.
Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story.
Very long story.
I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Pretty much everything's... Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on, but I don't know what everybody's gonna do next.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case.
It's like mass hysteria.
People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Yeah, that's stuff like that.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
I swear my phone keeps going off around the same time every day.
When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet.
It's a lot to take in. And I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
Guess the idea is just sit and wait. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, but at the same time, I don't think they have a whole lot of time
I'd
left.
solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Go and hunt wild animal.
Joshua seemed upset.
Speak with Joshy boy. Give me a who do I talk to?
Unless you've taught our chocobos how to fly, I won't be scouting this one for you, Clive. You're on your own, but not alone.
Alrighty, Joshua seemed kind of upset, obviously. I don't think they've opened up anything in particular, so yeah, let me go ahead and talk to him because there's probably going to be some insightful information.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
I guess when you really think about it, everyone's making a sacrifice to some degree.
But only what you must, yes. I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
I don't know, can you still turn into Bahamut? Because I would
Lest you
be
forget,
really helpful,
you
but
go to stand
I
against
really
your
doubt
God.
that.
I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
I think it happened to Titan.
but their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
Oh yeah, Garuda
If you
and
do,
Titan
there's a
both went
chance
nuts.
You might lose all you have left.
But I think that had more to do with
What
the
have I
ether, I think.
but
'Cause
regret?
they went Akashic.
My
Something
life
happened.
ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
Yeah, very much so. I actually really like Dion. He's
We can speak of debts when this is over.
been a pretty important character in the story. He isn't just one of those. He isn't like Titan or Garuda, where they just kind of show up for a few scenes and then they disappear. He's been throughout most of the entire game.
Speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And it's come to terms with
Or
that.
maybe not through the whole game, but
Doesn't mean that we have to.
in more significant parts of the game. So that's a good thing.
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Where's she at? She's in my room, or? No, I think she's... Actually, I have no idea where she's at. Let me check the room just in case. She might be on the balcony. There is a balcony on this room. Yeah, she's in the balcony. What up, lady love?
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Assuming this is one of those stories where the main character
always
dies
are.
at the end.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
All right. Oh, it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff to do. Ah. Let's see what the reading table says. Ooh. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient text deemed so injurious. Never heard that word before. And there's a lot of words in this game that I've never heard before. But I'm thinking it's just because I'm an idiot. But who knows? I haven't actually read a dictionary since I was in high school. So there's probably words that aren't even in that weren't even in that book that are in this one. They're in this game. So injurious to modern thought, to modern though that mere possession is deemed a crime. Why does that sound so weird? That's a weird sentence to me. It was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to suffer compensation for services rendered. Sure.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
It probably is just some mere adventure story, but we're doing it anyway. Inconvenient Truth. Huh. Inconvenient Truth? Is that a movie or a documentary? In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply of antelope bones. Gotta check on my dog.
What is it this time, Torgal?
I swear, every single time that dog. Huh? Why is it? Oh, I was like, why is it out there? Alright, let's go talk to the dog. Have a conversation with the dog. He's probably a little bit more important than anybody else anyway.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us.
More than words. Now that is an extreme reference. Oops.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
Why is he gnawing on his leg?
Like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Does he actually like it now? Oh.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed.
Yeah, I guess so.
You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Maybe we should go see him.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure he does talk back, just.
Where to then, Torgal?
In barks. Yeah, where did he go? Follow Torgal. Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
All right, Torgal.
What are you doing, dog?
Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
I guess we go to Rosaria.
Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there. Maybe
Make for the mooring outside Port Isolde. You know what? I think I'm gonna go do exactly that. Screw Origin. I'm gonna do this. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. I think this will be kind of a side quest episode because, let's face it, I kind of don't want this to end. The combat in this game is like DMC, but not like DMC.
Still here.
Oh.
After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot
It's a
bigger.
boat.
You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
Do not joke with the Fang.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
I don't think I've ever actually seen this place. This must be like specifically for this particular quest, because I don't think I've ever been here.
This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
It's a pretty huge sparring sword. Is there anything else here? Looks like he's got more. I guess so. I guess there's
That's
more.
not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
He knows.
All right. I'm coming.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Gotta trust the pup.
I think I know where we're going.
Where you at, Torgo? Got one more. I got one thing I gotta do. I haven't done in a while. Yeah. There you go.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
That was the simplest little side quest. I guess. Yeah, I guess it is kind of representative of how this is very much the end. Kind of wrapping up a couple of side quests here and there. The Silken Strand. These areas have some cool names. The heck is this? Oh, okay. Well, let's head back. Alrighty, speak with Vivian. Let's try this Inconvenient Truth thing. I think I'm gonna do every single one of these one at a time. Might involve me running back and forth, but it makes me focus on the one quest much easier than, you know, activating them all at once and then forgetting what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
No, ma'am.
You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay. Oh my god, I just walked into a wall.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Why is that lady talking? There's something about it. Speak with her Harpocrates. The name sounds so weird to me. I already have trouble pronouncing words. And they give me a name that's
Clive, my boy.
tricky.
What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her.
She's like,
Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The Executors would not allow it.
The Executors?
Covetors of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Typically, it is ideology.
Sadly,
But
all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath.
yeah, it seems like a very
Just as
strange
soon
thing
ask me
to
of their
cover up.
origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Probably.
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
What?
Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Gank, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell
Could it
dark,
be that village that's over by the...
and no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name,
I forgot what it
is
was called, but it's
a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find
Yeah.
myself in Waloed,
I think I know where that's
I'll be
at.
sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Because I kind of saw the village, but I didn't go to it. I just kind of saw it. Okay, well, let's head there. Head straight there because trying to think. Yeah, I did see it. Where would it be? Okay. Yeah, where would it be? Come on, Chucky.
Let's go.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah. This is the village that I saw. I remember avoiding all these monsters. 'Cause I didn't want to fight. I just wanted to run through it. Oh man, I still don't have any items. Should have done. I shouldn't have. Should have restocked first before coming out here. With my luck, something would happen.
Safe. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Preferably one that looks like a library. I'm trying to see if there's like stuff for me to pick up, because you never know, there might be like some random crate or chest with the strongest weapon in the game or something. Like this one. This one clearly does. No, it doesn't, but you know, it could have. Okay, Royal Intelligencer training report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Kara Norvent in 873 V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training and clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold of Garnick and reinvigorating while Lude's ranks of esteemed intelligencers. Okay.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Oh, is it just like collecting random things? Stuff he felt was important? See what this is. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of words. A complete botany of Banes. Oh man, that is a weird word. Over tail of wyvern. White of flower and black of root, the latter of which gives out an inky gall when cut or crushed. The tribesmen of northern storm prick their skin with oaken needles soaked in such, drawing curious patterns about their arms and legs in honor of their heathen gods. The gall is passing toxicate. That a single drop taken by the mouth may result in cramps most painful for 5 days and 5 nights, or if applied by a wound, certain death. Should a sip of the needle end a young warrior's life, it is said that his skin print failed to find favor among the heavens.
His interests were certainly varied.
The folklore's fabulary, the Moogle. No spirit or sprite appears more often in Valestian folk tales than the humble Moogle, though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps. Most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. There are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstitions that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they're described as being covered. Well, I kind of already know how they look. Being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small dark wings by which they are somehow able to take flight, and the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their heads. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that tops its brow. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everyone knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the case of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of the realm, and illustrations besides the name. What is none other than the Moogle? Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins of the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to another climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. From a distance. Oh, this is the book. Chapter 16, The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the first magic adept. You know what? I think I'm gonna read this later.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah, I don't think I really want to waste too much more time.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you
leave it in my care and you can keep your life?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Really, guys?
Let's see, shall we?
Gotta get rid of a couple guys. Considering I've already taken out very large-scale enemies, these guys are kind of a pushover by comparison. This guy kind of tanks. He's not particularly hard, he just tanks a lot of damage. There he goes. He's actually pretty easy. Mostly because all of his moves can pretty much be predicted.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
Yeah, why do you want it?
In no uncertain terms, the vanity and avarice of mankind.
And let us
the shameful
learn from it.
Of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Well, it seems like our stupidity protected us from having the book taken by force. That was my interpretation of that interaction. Alright, let's head back. Let's finish this quest, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I do have a ton of other quests I have to take a look at, and maybe some hunts, but who knows if I'm gonna have time to actually do any of those yet.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it.
Yeah,
Thank
pretty easy.
you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the Executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these Executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Scholar's bonnet. It's an item for the chambers, I think. New quest. New missives. Let me check out a hunt. Let me see if there's one. A Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. Survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the right and those of the fallen comrades. Oh, that must be... Wait. I think I know where that's at. This area, right? Was it this area? Yeah, I think it might be this place. Maybe? Maybe it's somewhere else. It said it's near this area, so maybe it's over here? Yeah. I think I'm gonna look for that really fast. Or maybe it is in Garnick. They did kind of mention Garnick. I should start with Garnick and then kind of swirl around, kind of look around in the same general area.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
It does seem kind of strange that if it was in Garnick, why didn't it show up during the mission? During the side quest.
This might take a while.
Looks like I'm being needlessly chased.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, I gotta check this area anyway, so. Oh yeah, I went ahead and restocked some of my items just in case. You never know if I might come across something. I mean, it has to be somewhere here, near here. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Alright. That was sudden.
Roman's madness lives on. Well done.
Damn it.
I needed that.
Okay, so this thing kind of fights the same way as those. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, those things. Oh, I should have done the other one.
Nice try.
I doubt this will do a lot of damage, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, wrong button. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Nice try.
Okay, this is almost done. Oh, come on. Ah. A bit anticlimactic, but I managed. Clouded eye. Eek.
Rest in peace.
Ooh. See, this is what I was gonna pick up, and then that thing jumped out at me. Alright, let's head back. I gotta get the, gotta figure out what else I'm gonna do. So I think I'm gonna stick to doing side quests for now. I wanna wrap up all these quests. Well, it looks like that's gonna be it for today. Yeah. I think I'm thinking about just doing the remaining side quests for now. I know I'm not trying to extend the length of this playthrough, but I do kind of want to do everything, or as much as everything as I can, before finishing it up. And that might include just doing all the side quests, all the hunts, and then, you know, finishing it up once I'm done with all that. And I don't know how long that's going to take. It might take 2-3 episodes before the end. I don't know. And with that said, everyone out there, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell if you want to see more, and see you in the next video. Later.